Good morning from Alzenau, Michelbach. You know, you don't have to come to Medjugorje to have a miracle. In your parish, when there is Holy Mass, there is a miracle like in Medjugorje when the host is consecrated and becomes truly the body and blood of Jesus Christ. So I only can say I went to Holy Mass here in Michelbach yesterday. You have the miracle in your hometown, in your home village, where there is a Catholic Mass. Go to that Mass. Cherish that gift, that immense present Jesus gave us all. Himself in the Eucharist, as my spiritual guide says. God makes himself so humble, so small in that Eucharist. And we are not appreciating it. We are not going, you know. And I went again yesterday and you are so happy afterwards. It's so beautiful to go, you know. So I recommend to you, don't miss out your miracle in your hometown. Don't miss it out. Go. If you can go daily. My recommendation, receive it on the knees in the tongue. That is the proper way how to receive Jesus in the Eucharist. I once was in a chapel in Spain and there was a lady, she looked like high class Monte Carlo, and we were all standing receiving the Eucharist in the mouth, on the hand, and they said, wow, this lady kneeled down in such a deep devotion and she received Jesus in the Eucharist on the tongue kneeling. Afterwards I went up to her and asked, why are you doing that? And the lady said, look, when the King of England is before you, you kneel. Or when there was, at the time, there was the Queen of England, you kneel. But if the King of the whole world, of the universe is coming to you, and you are standing, you're not showing reverence. And I totally, the way how she explained it to me, I totally understood it. And if you doubt if that is the real presence of Christ, check out the life of Blessed Carlo Acutis. He made a website of the Eucharistical miracles, and also studied on YouTube everywhere, Eucharistical miracle in Argentina. Lately, that was with I think he was still cardinal, or I don't know if he was already Pope Francis at the time. There was a Eucharistical miracle in Argentina, Eucharistical miracles in Lanciano in Italy. All over the church history you find these Eucharistical miracles, meaning that the Eucharist was put into water and it became flesh, literally flesh. And in modern times they brought this, and blood, you know, and they brought this how to say, it brought this into chemical observation. What is this, like scientific observation? And they all said this is a muscle of a man from the Middle East in his 30s under total stress. And so you see that we have the miracle. You have it in your parish, in your church, during Holy Mass. And we are not going. Can you imagine? Jesus is coming to us and we are not going. We are not going to adoration. If there is no adoration in your church, you can go and sit in front of the tabernacle. Just be with Christ a little bit, you know. And he's yearning to be with you. He came out of pure love. He went on Calvary, on the cross for you, out of love, that you understand your value. And he said to mystics, I would do it again for every little soul. And if you don't feel appreciated in the Catholic faith, in the Christian faith, you understand your value, how much you are loved. And don't forget that, you know. And don't forget the creation. Look, this is all for you. This was all created for you. The silence, the birds. And the biggest gift is the Eucharist. So don't miss that miracle out happening at every Mass at your parish around the world. You don't have to go to Medjugorje to have a miracle. You can have it in your Mass. Be close to Christ. He's yearning for you to come. And I leave you now a little bit just with the beauty of nature in the morning here. Yeah, look, he made the clouds for us. He made the cherry trees for us. The plum trees. The apple trees. And the biggest miracle again, the Eucharist. Especially when you're outside of Medjugorje, I found out it's so beautiful. You have Mary TV, you have Mere Media on YouTube, marytv.tv, where you can watch live the English masses. You have YouTube, you have on YouTube Mere Media English, you put in or the English evening program Medjugorje, and you can watch it. You have Medjugorje in your home. And go to Holy Mass, and then you have Medjugorje, the Eucharist, Jesus in your heart, in your body and flesh, truly Jesus Christ. And pray the rosary. That's what I do when I'm outside of Medjugorje. I pray the rosary. You also can meet people who have been in Medjugorje. Join together, pray together, make prayer groups. That's what I have here in Germany. Yeah, in the next town there's a prayer group. So many people have been in Medjugorje. And maybe some people have not so much money. I don't have a car here. I can ask somebody, a friend, can you take me there? So many different ways, yeah? And if you even don't have internet, just take your rosary and pray the rosary. Go to Holy Mass. And receive Jesus in the Eucharist, the miracle in your own town. The biggest miracle. And remember, Our Lady says in Medjugorje, if there is an apparition and there's Holy Mass at the same time, go to my son, receive Christ in the Eucharist. Much more important. The effect is much bigger. I saw it yesterday again. I went joyful out of Holy Mass. You recollect, you are for an hour in silence, and you just breathe in that atmosphere in the church, in your local church. you hear the bells of the church from Michelbach? And I leave you with this beautiful, beautiful view on the village. Please pray for me, pray for my dad, for my family, my aunts and uncles, and I pray for you and your family. Promised I will go now to Holy Mass. You can look up, this is the little Marian town, pilgrimage town, Maria zum Rauen Wind in Kelmerau. I made a video about it. I will go there now to Holy Mass. And I will be assured, I will pray for you, and please pray for me. And have a beautiful, joyful Sunday wherever you are around the world. And isn't God's creation so beautiful?